check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
I point the finger at somebody. I mean, I think that it's just that when I talk about the numbers that I'm doing, I'm really doing. It's not like, you know how the young kids say now, capping, or we used to say fronting, so ain't no future in your fronting, but whatever I talk about is what I've done.
This is not what anyone expected. After everything they've been through, the luxury parties, the private jets, the wild tabloid headlines, now Diddy is the one who just exposed Floyd Mayweather's $402 million scandal to the feds? Yeah, you heard that right.
Because what he had a problem with you
First following me.
We're talking about the same Floyd who stood by Diddy when the whole world turned on him, who flexed his loyalty while Diddy was getting slammed with allegations. But now it looks like the tables have turned. And not only that, it might have been over a crypto scam that Diddy lost money in, amongst others.
An internet personality that I actually trusted, that I actually kind of believed in.
Obviously, when someone so influential releases something, everyone wants to be a part of it.
I sort of believed in this false fallacy that everyone else started believing, that Logan Paul's a changed man.
Today, we're breaking down exactly what went down, the real truth about the $402 million scandal, and how Floyd's once bulletproof image might finally be cracking from the inside out. Let's rewind. Floyd Mayweather and Diddy weren't just acquaintances. They were tight.
But I just think that this time is the wrong time, because we don't need to get distracted. We really need to know what's going on besides Instagram, what's going on in our communities.
That's right. I want to talk to you about...
We're talking matching jet flights, yacht parties, and elite club tables that cost more than your rent for the year. These two were the definition of money and power.
So I truly believe in, I'd rather have a currency than a legacy, because my legacy is already engraved in stone.
Right.
You know, a lot of times they say, oh, Mayweather, he's doing exhibitions. It's bad for boxing.
It ain't bad for your pockets.
But at the end of the day, I look at my children, I look at my grandson, I look at my mother, I look at my father. My mother's a millionaire, my dad's a millionaire, my children are millionaires. My little grandson, he's a multi-millionaire, he don't even know it. So I don't want for nothing. So I'm not here, I didn't get into the sport of boxing. I didn't get into the sport of boxing to compare myself to no other fighter.
Floyd was always front and center at Diddy's most exclusive events. We're talking those infamous parties Diddy threw, where the guest list was A-list only, and the rumors even crazier.
I think they never been to a Diddy party. If you not dancing,
I just got hard.
then you got to go. So security, if you see somebody and they not dancing, they got to go.
I heard what Dawn said.
Period, point blank.
I heard
Period, point. Ladies, I need y'all to come in. Ladies of security, if they ain't dancing, they gotta go home. If they ain't dancing, they gotta go home.
And when Diddy's world started crashing, Floyd publicly stood by him, even when most celebrities were scrambling to distance themselves.
Even like P. Diddy. I'm not going to speak bad about P. Diddy because he's still a black man. Mistakes happen, and I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life. And P. Diddy business is P. Diddy business. It's not my job or anyone else's job to go on the internet and stump him and kick a man while he's down. My take on it is, it's not my business. I don't think it's right at all, and I don't condone it. Even if that happened to my daughter, I would be hurt. But that's a choice that my daughter made. Yeah. So I don't want to kick nobody while they're down.
I think the big thing, because I have girls.
So the question is, why would Diddy of all people be the one to expose Floyd? That's the twist that nobody saw coming.
I told him, Bad Boy was on pause, and he was like, nah, there's no way I'm letting that. He's so bad boy, so he's just taking the flag up himself, and it's really, really proud to see,
Last year, Floyd took to Instagram flexing his latest investment, a whopping 62 buildings in Manhattan. Yeah, you heard that right. He claimed to have bought over 1,000 apartments in areas like Harlem, Morningside Heights, and Upper Manhattan. His video went viral as he pointed at the building saying, "That's mine. That one too. Even the stores below are mine."
Floyd Mayweather just rented this $100,000 a month, 5-bed, 5.55 bath, over 4,000 square foot NYC apartment. Welcome to Celebrity Home Shopping. I'm your host Samir and I'm happy to have me. Let's take a look inside. Here's what we like about this house. We like to say that we live at the Baccarat Hotel. We like the vanity in the powder room, especially the book matching. We like that there's no TV above this fireplace. I know that this is just staging, but we like that there's a real couch outside. Being rich means you can have indoor furniture outside, and I fully respect that. We like that there's over 3,000 square feet of terraces. I mean terraci. And finally, we like that there's enough space up here to have your very own pickleball court. Here's what we hate about this house. We hate how much these columns block all the views. We hate outlets in the baseboards. I can only think of one thing that would make you want to bend over to plug in, and it's not this. We hate wiggly LED lights like in here and in here. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. We hate this induction cooktop. We hate when they put tiny sinks in the bar. This is only great if you have a single petri dish to wash. I hate the columns in the master bedroom. I'd like to think of Floyd punching this every morning in rage as it blocks his view, which may eventually lead to the building's collapse. We hate that the master bathroom looks like a TSJ, a total stuff job, which also happens to be the nickname you had for your ex. We hate the mirror in the master closet. I'd bump into this like a dumb bird bumps into a window. And finally, we hate how annoying it's going to be to tell someone you live in unit 1819 BC. Would I live here though? Yeah, probably.
He said the purchase was entirely solo, no business partners. Floyd Mayweather straight up dropped $402 million on real estate and claimed it would bring him $300 million per month in rental income. Sounds too good to be true? That's because it probably was.
So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is this, I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the controlling.
Fast forward a few months, and financial analysts started poking holes in the story. Public records didn't show those buildings under Floyd's name. Developers came forward saying the buildings weren't for sale, and insiders claimed that Floyd never actually owned any of them.
According to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan.
He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing, under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam.
Here's where Diddy comes into the picture. Word on the street is that Floyd wasn't just flexing buildings, he was also running a shady crypto and NFT scheme behind the scenes.
Crypto.
Yeah, it was always a hot dumpster fire.
Always?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say that it was all fraud. Some of it was a pyramid scheme.
Tiger did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over.
According to rumors coming from insiders, Floyd was pushing this exclusive crypto investment deal and inviting only his inner circle to get in early. The idea? Buy in now, and you'll be part of a celeb-backed coin or NFT project that was guaranteed to blow up. And guess who's rumored to have bought in? Diddy.
You won't believe this. Floyd Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayweverse. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards. But this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think? Follow for more NFT news.
Apparently, Diddy invested big, like 7-figure big. He trusted Floyd. After all, this is a man who made over $1.4 billion in his career. Why wouldn't he know what he's doing, right?
If you make 100,000, you have to put 50,000 up. If you make 100 million, you have to put 50 million up. You have to save money for a rainy day.
Put it into something else.
You always have to put half up, always, no matter what you, even if you are just a regular 9 to 5, blue-collar worker, always put half up, and it'll be greater later.
And then what do you do with the other half? You invest it yourself in your business?
You have to live. You have to enjoy yourself when you make money. When you go out and get a nice watch like that, it's a male toy. No different from a woman. When she gets enough money, she say, you know what? I want to get my breasts done. If she feel like she want to reward herself, let her do it.
But here's the thing. The project never launched, the coin disappeared, and the website, gone. And Diddy? He was furious.
Over, and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFT.
Insiders say Diddy quietly gave the feds info about how Floyd was moving money, promising returns that never came, and using celeb names to legitimize shady projects. Diddy exposed how Floyd was struggling financially, and he didn't really have all the money. Rather, it was all just for show.
Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes, what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240, and I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Let's talk about the people who were screaming this truth years ago. First up, 50 Cent.
What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
He changed his mind. As he was going into jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather promotion. Signed the actual fighters. We had acquisition of Gamboa, Andre Durrell, IBF champion, Billy Dib. I brought him over while Floyd was incarcerated. Then he comes home, let's get Floyd back in pocket. $300,000 chains, new Lamborghini, and I'm sitting there going, when you gonna give me the money? But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail.
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that. When he finally does bring up the actual situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. I didn't tell y'all to do that. And I'm looking at him and he looked in my face and he didn't tell me to do that.
50's had beef with Floyd forever, and he's been one of the loudest voices saying Floyd was broke, in debt, and flexing fake money for the cameras. He used to clown Floyd's spending habits and even questioned how he had money for jets and jewelry, but couldn't read a contract. People used to laugh it off as petty trolling. But now, 50 might have had a point. Then there's Gervonta Davis. A few months ago, Tank went off on Floyd and dropped a cryptic message claiming Floyd was detained in Dubai over unpaid debts. At the time, nobody believed it. They thought Tank was just bitter after leaving Mayweather Promotions. But fast forward to now, it's all starting to make sense.
If this is true, but Floyd Mayweather is held hostage in Dubai. Gervonta Davis suggested this, who I believe is signed under Floyd Mayweather. Then Floyd responded back of posting a video of Tank dancing on his IG, saying, "We always knew he had sugar in the tank." Like, actually, that's insane posting this online. I'm not even kidding. And then Tank went on his IG story to say this.
You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them to get on live right now. And you owe people in Saudi Arabia.
Floyd responded back saying he should fight Shakur instead. I have no clue what is going on with this beef, but they're basically saying that Floyd Mayweather is broke and owes people money and he's hiding in Dubai. I'm actually speechless if any of that is remotely true, but I kind of can see that coming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like 2 years ago, said that Floyd is actually broke. And it low-key might be true, but we'll see what happens.
Maybe Tank was telling the truth the whole time. Maybe the world just wasn't ready to believe it. Let's not forget Floyd's infamous run of embarrassing exhibition fights.
Okay, Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real show that left the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. Floyd, I'm rooting for you. Come on, let's turn it around.
After retiring undefeated, Floyd basically turned into a walking pay-per-view ATM. But instead of facing real fighters, he started booking fights against YouTubers, influencers, and reality stars. Logan Paul, Deji, John Gotti III, even random guys from TikTok.
In terms of Floyd, right?
Okay.
So you get off the phone,
Yeah.
you've agreed to fight Floyd,
Yeah.
but then you have to sit there and go, holy shit. So who do you tell first? What are you thinking at that point? Do you ring someone or what are you doing?
First person I told was Shane. So before I even signed anything, I called Shane and I was telling him I'm scared. And then Shane's just like, sign it. Just sign it. Stop being a pussy.
It became so clear that Floyd wasn't fighting for legacy. He was fighting to pay off debts. These fights were quick cash grabs, and most of the time, his opponents never even got paid. Logan Paul went public, saying Floyd owed him millions, and that he still hadn't seen a dime. And it wasn't just Logan. Multiple fighters came forward saying Floyd either underpaid them or ghosted them altogether.
Floyd Mayweather, you punch-drunk idiot. Read my lips. Oh, wait, you can't. Where's my money, bitch? Floyd never paid me for our fight. Who am I, the IRS? You can't dodge taxes like you do punches, dummy. Floyd, how can you call yourself the GOAT?
Now, before we start treating Diddy like a hero, let's not forget, he's got his own scandals too.
He would do a lot of foul shit, like behind the scenes. He would do some foul shit, like hating on, like doing things with people I'd done business with that he done business with. He would say shit that I was like, he said that to you?
Right.
I was like, yeah, so all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and niggas don't know what they like till they see somebody with it. So they want the girls after you're done with them and shit.
Yeah, leftovers.
Yeah.
You take your leftovers. A lot of niggas have more leftovers.
Diddy's been under serious fire lately. There have been reports of lawsuits, disturbing allegations, and a ton of heat surrounding the wild parties he used to throw.
So claiming that Diddy would make him give him hand jobs.
Well, I guess if they had a gay relationship and Diddy requested a hand job, he was requesting a hand job from his boyfriend.
Celebs have distanced themselves. Sponsors are walking away, and the whole internet has turned on him.
In my opinion, one of the ones that affects me the most is Justin Bieber.
Do you have the Kevin Hart one?
Which is odd, Pat, because he gets caught saying that he would wake up next to him and then he changes it and says we would fight off over the Frosted Flakes. Even Kevin Hart is uncomfortable because you're admitting that you were sleeping next to a freaking child. And it's like, I'm tired of hearing all these stories and people just laugh about it. We giggle, like this is it right here.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause.
Look, pause.
I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was
10 years
a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted
Wake up
Flakes.
till Usher.
He used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid.
But what's wild is that Floyd was one of the only people who didn't walk away. He stood by Diddy when nobody else would. So for Diddy to now flip and expose Floyd to the feds? Yeah, something definitely went down behind the scenes. The rumor is that Diddy was fine keeping quiet until he realized Floyd scammed him personally. And once the money disappeared, that loyalty went with it. Floyd Mayweather didn't just build a boxing legacy, he built a brand around money, power, and untouchability. But that entire image is crumbling. The man who used to brag about making $100 million a fight, who showed off diamond watches and 50-car garages, is now being investigated for real estate fraud, crypto scams, and unpaid debts.
Crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fight, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
And now the people closest to him, Diddy, Tank, even 50 Cent, are all watching him fall. This isn't just about boxing anymore. This is about a man who built a kingdom of wealth on smoke and mirrors. And now the mirrors are breaking.
I was basically in a chokehold. I wasn't comfortable. But I bought myself out my contract for $750,000 almost 20 years ago. But with leaving that company and just the Canelo Alvarez and Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao fight, I made $750 million just in those 3 fights.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.